not a crowd that would be probably tuning into this.
I don't think. Oh, this show?
Yeah,
I know. This is the
they
weird
would
thing.
they would probably watch us for about. They would watch this part. That'd be fine. But the second we got into certain things, they'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Let's talk about that. Is like that's always been a weird line for me to walk, and a thing I've been nervous about for a long time, and since I did my old show and everything.
Yeah,
is when we get together and we do an internet show and we talk shit and we just let our minds wander and all of that. It's not fucking lockstep politically with what most of the people in the art community are into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like and we always I don't want to like characterize us as right wing or anything because we're not. But it's like
no, but libertarian viewpoints at this point
technically right.
Well, I mean, I don't think they are to me. Libertarian. It's like it's very. It's leave me alone. It's not, you know what I mean?
So those worlds I've always been nervous to combine. And now I'm trying to loosen up about it a little more because I'm like, okay, I know that I'm not a bad guy. I'm not trying to bring anyone. So why not?
Yeah, I've come into my own.
Give people like, well, last night it made me think a lot about like, okay, here's a room full of people that like, honestly, at first glance, I would assume would.
Now that was Wednesday, but go on.
Oh, sorry. What did I say yesterday?
Last night.
Oh, last night. Sorry. I just slept all day yesterday. It didn't really happen. But no, so at first glance, people like us, again, and maybe all of us have gotten a little too fucking crazed with this stuff.
Sure.
And we think about it too much, you know, because if I had looked around, I would have just thought, okay, this might be a group that's easily offended, you know? And,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
But they weren't. They were all cool. And again,
I don't know if they heard exactly what you were saying. So that's maybe,
I don't know. I did tell them about how we call each other kings as a form of male empowerment. That did get a little reaction.
Yeah,
but yeah. But no, it's. But
it was more of a funny reaction. It was more of a. I don't know. I thought it was more of an exaggerated reaction than was. You know what I mean?
It was performative.
It was performative. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was.
But so, like in the hip hop community at large, there has been a lot of people that I've thought of that, like, okay, these are weird worlds to mix because a lot of these people I love in an artistic setting, and I work well with them.
And they're great. They're fun
I love
to work
what they
with.
do.
They're
cool people, and it's like, but I know if you heard me talk shit for an hour. I've heard stuff that you get mad about.
Yeah, this would kill you.
Like, I've done way worse.
We would be at odds.
Yeah, right. So it's just weird. I don't know. But anyways, my thought is that like seeing as how last night, I'm gonna assume people did understand and we're cool. Like maybe we should loosen up a little more and give people a chance to fucking be not. You know.
Also, maybe that's a sort of a. Now, a wedge usually is used to describe something to divide people, but a wedge
or a salad
a blue cheese wedge. I love that.
Dumbest salad ever.
Oh, I love it.
Cut your own fucking salad at a restaurant.
Yeah, so stupid. I mean, you could have them do it if you're that bougie. But no, I like what's on it though. Diced tomatoes, bacon bits.
Yeah, but cut it up first. It doesn't have to be a wedge.
All right.
Sorry.
But yeah. No, but you know, I'm talking about like a wedge to get into something like the wedge on a kickoff or something like that, where it's you know what I'm saying. Maybe this could be a way to sort of introduce ideas for discussion that would be less like, hey, I fucking think this. Because if it's in a musical and artistic context where they're like, well, shit, I respect that part.
Well, yeah,
I don't really like what he was saying here, but there's something there that I do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
doesn't it make sense though? That I think it makes sense that as a society, as we have these oscillations of insanity, that we would maybe swing back to a point where it's like, okay, maybe it will. Because we've talked a lot about this. Like if you think back to like the early 2000s or something, you'd be out carousing, cavorting, whatever.
Yeah.
Man, it really seemed like we were making such giant strides, like
huge.
You know, as
I agree
in terms of like people getting along with each other, understanding each other.
Yeah,
there was a lot of interesting conversations. All kinds of people were meeting each other that traditionally didn't really know each other and stuff like that.
It was much less divided.
It seems like things were loosening up a lot. You know what I mean? And maybe we just it's just a pressure system that fucking builds up, and maybe it's letting off now, and people can start moving back in that direction.
This seems concerted to me. This seems. Look, I know a lot of the, you know, I know people will say conspiracy theory, you know, whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit. When I see something that is blatant, I have to be able to say it. Like, I can't. This is one thing that I've been dealing with for the last couple of years. Is like, there's been this super self-censoring fear, and I don't really suffer from it too much. But I see most people, and obviously we come on here and fucking talk shit for hours at a time every single week. So, but I have seen, or obviously everybody has sort of noticed that. Are you looking for a lighter? No. Oh, but yeah, everyone has seen this because then the online fucking mob comes after you, or you know what I'm saying? You just get shouted down or whatever.
I don't know, dude. I've been thinking for a while. Like, I think less and less people are taking that seriously.
Yeah, I think eventually nobody's going to.
At one point, it was kind of just compulsory, where we're like, oh, a cancellation, like they got them, huh? And now I think more and more people are realizing like it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
If a vocal minority get all up in arms.
Well, again, remember we've talked about this before. I've talked about the research that has been done on advertising in Times Square. Like when it really started, every square inch started being advertised on. This was back when like people were getting paid to have brand names tattooed on their tongue and shit. And,
yeah,
you know
I remember. I remember when like Wrigley Field used to never have ads in there, and then one day I went to a game and it was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
but the Times Square is obviously the place to study because it literally is just covered. From top to bottom, every single fucking square inch.
Yeah, you ever seen old
and
pictures?
And it just became white noise. The people that are there regularly don't notice any of it.
Oh,
so
okay.
I think once this sort of cancellation or this, sort of woke mob shit, this online fucking, witch hunt sort of thing runs its course, I think it'll run its course by everyone just being like, it just becomes white noise.
That's what I think.
I don't think,
it has to, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's
because we've been there for 10 years, right? Where it's kind of just like, okay, I get it. Like
off.
there's some kind of like 2-minute hate going on, and whatever.
Hi guys, hey Michelle.
Hello. Michelle brought her kids to the show.
Yeah, that's Michelle. I always forget.
Yeah.
I always forget everyone's name. Hi Michelle. Yeah. Michelle.
Sorry, I'm trying to set up the monitor for this, but yeah. Oh, there's that part.
Hey, a little late, but
I know. Okay, so here we go. Oh shit, nobody's here, huh? Was there anybody?
There's been people in and out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's Friday night. People are gonna bounce in and bounce out, and
share the stream and hit the fucking thumbs up button on the thing so people actually can see this.
I wish let's
do something.
Just smoke in here.
Did we meander around that topic enough?
A lot. We were on there for half hour.
It's just weird. We both find it just extremely weird to not identify with the super weirdo artsy group anymore.
Yeah, because that's that's just where I lived.
Yeah.
All the, I was the combat boots, the fucking tall fucking mohawk, spiked hair, the fucking, just everything ripped. And
it's so fucking strange to have been like 19 and have people calling you a commie faggot all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then to be like, by the time I was like 26, I was the Department of Homeland Security's exact description of a right-wing homeland terrorist. You know what I mean? And it's like, how did I go from that to that in 7 years?
It's insane.
And I never
you don't really
thought that I was either.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's like, no, I don't. I think something else is going on here.
Yeah, right.
Oh, but what I was getting at, and we can keep on this. Who cares? I don't think. Look, I think people are just going to be bouncing in and out tonight. It's Friday. They're probably doing shit. Some people might not be, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, that division though, what I was saying is I'm starting myself to come to terms with I'm just gonna start saying whatever the fuck. Not just wild accusation, not any of this shit, but what I know in front of my fucking face. I'm not going to deny my eyes and that.
Is there
this division
a big glaring one that's
that the media itself is intentionally dividing people. This is very obvious. Only picks, you know what I mean?
Everyone knows that by now,
but
right?
No, there's a ton of people that are like, oh, what are you talking about? They're just the news.
I think that's also one of those ones, though, that I think when you walk through it with the average person, they will agree.
Eventually.
But then 10 minutes later,
they'll be like, no.
Yeah, but Rachel Maddow said, no, we just,
this is the thing.
we just talked about this.
That's exactly right. If I can sit down with somebody one-on-one and lead them through like, look, okay, here, watch. You know what I mean?
Well,
this was picked. This, like, they have all of this to choose from, what they're covering, but it's just this one and this one and you can see the fucking story being written. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very obvious if you just pay attention.
Well, people have a disconnect. It's weird how people have a disconnect where, like, we talked about this for years too. In private, how the average person, when you like walk them through the points of libertarian ideology or something like that,
they're always like,
they agree with every single thing of it. And then you're like, well, here's a candidate that does all of that. Yeah, no, but that's that's throwing my vote away, and I need to vote for
one of these guys.
Yeah, it's like.
And I hate both of them.
They'll agree to every single part of it, and then cognitive dissonance just slaps.
Well, that's another thing is, I know a ton of people that are very reasonable, super well thought out, and I can lead them through, and they'll agree all the way up. But when I ask them right after that, so you're on board, like this is all, like these people are colluding to fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, no, it can't be that. There's too many, whatever. And I believe the reason is because there are a lot of people that they cannot live in a world where that exists. It's just too uncomfortable.
Conspiracies are impossible because the post office doesn't work. The government can't do anything. Like, no, it's not the government.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, they're inept. Yeah. When they're trying to do something
helpful,
like fucking that doesn't line their fucking pockets
or kill a bunch of people.
Yeah,